nice to all be on the same page when it comes to, hey, we're making an engagement right now, would be better, because obviously Fusion Uni, they were very dominant in a 3-3 centric meta and in other metas as well, but I think that was very much generated by how strong their shot calling was.
All right, Fusion University running out on the WM1 comp. They got Nice on the Mei, they have Snillo on the Reaper, Runaway, almost the same. Couple of changes here and there, but they do want to stick a little bit further away. And Mag wants to be very, very far away from Nice and Snillo. It does get walled off, very defensible. Plus use the immortality build. That's a lot of tools already used, but if you're finding picks like that, Hisu finding the kill onto Chungshik, it's not going to be too much of an issue for you. And now he's on the high ground with no one to really contest him. You can see him just playing so aggro. Now spotting the people trying to run away. Alarm may have found the kill there, but Fusion University are going to have to go for this big reset.
Hisu went too far with that one. Kyoki's going to catch up Snillo, but still, he's just going to take some time to come back. He will have to snipe from a back window by the time the engagement comes through from Fusion University. But I like that they're moving over now onto this Mei Reaper, another, like, as we call them, WM1 console, like new goats. It allows them to really control the engagements right here and just sort of like run straight into Mag. They've already used their wall, however. This means that this is an early use of the amplification matrix. Fusion Uni don't need to fight this.
Yeah, they do not, but they're going to choose to and just just going to move away from the window. I mean, why not? Amplification Matrix eventually fades. QOQ life fades away from him as well as Chungshik finds the kill. He's just still doing a lot of damage on the top side here, but it's nearly not as much damage as Snillo has with the Reaper running straight on top of it. Bernard manages to eat that Dragon Strike as well. He managed to eat it through the wall with his defense matrix. All right, Fusion University coming back, feeling pretty good. Managed to take the point in just under 2 minutes. Fusion University can now play fairly far up as well. Nice has the Blizzard, and they should have all the tools that they need to move through the streets phase, although Yaki can cause a little bit of an upset with a Blizzard of his own.
I guarantee you during halftime, Chris, their coach, was just like, come on guys, we need to start playing our game. We need to control these engagements. We need to make sure that Runaway aren't just going to walk all over us. And that's exactly what they're doing when they bring out the Mei Reaper. Runaway, they haven't gone to try and mirror it. They're keeping Hisu on this Hanzo, which means there's a lot of opportunity for an early pick, but it does mean there's less pressure on the tank. Speaking of which, headshots are always huge pressure, Jules.
Yeah, Hisu instantly taking out Chungshik once again. It's a very weird shield rotation, maybe. Of course, they have a lot more shield pressure on the side of Runaway, so Chungshik has to kind of understand that your shield's going to be taken down rather quickly. Snillo and Nice don't have nearly as much shield pressure at range as Runaway do, and now Runaway can just kind of hold this straight. They build up a few extra ultimates for themselves now. Fusion University engaging with a wall as well as that coalescence. You got to break that pillar. Uh-oh, but Yaki's already dead. Hisu once again letting go with the dragons, and even a Transcendence being invested here to make sure Matt can stay alive. Amplification Matrix is going to get used to a very, very good job, but the problem is Nice is already in your backline, freezing up the Orisa and the Diva at the same time, and that does mean Fusion University can roll on through without too many ults being expended. Runaway, their fight was a little bit more expensive on their side, using both support ultimates and now actually changing over the supports entirely, as Fusion University only invest 2.
And there was a rare moment of anti-synergy there from Runaway as well, Jules. We actually saw Mag, I think, halt people out of the Dragon Strike that Hisu threw in. He halted them over to the wrong side, or the Dragon Strike went into the wrong area. I don't know whoever's to blame. At any rate, they didn't get what they wanted. Yaki's going to have to re-engage now. Got the Blizzard. Bernard can eat this. If he can do so, that'd be huge.
Blizzard on the payload, Harry. They do manage to find a couple of freezes, but the problem is Yaki walling the rest of his team off to make sure no damage can come about. But now Nice in the front line, moving past the wall as it does end up fading and has to get on top of Mag. And another Eaten Blizzard by Bernard. Finally, this guy is coming back online. Snillo is going to be out to front line as well. Not much else you can do if you're Runaway with that Death Blossom straight on top of your face, burning so many defensive resources. They end up falling, and Fusion University will be able to cap the payload with about 4 minutes now to move on to this third point.
I said the hero play that needs to happen needs to eat the Blizzard. Bernard clutches up, he gets it done, and that's going to deliver Fusion Uni a healthy time bank. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to get through the last area of King's Row. They don't want to be in a situation like the end of Temple of Anubis again, where they are capping in overtime and then have to try and play for the draw afterwards. Snillo, maybe pressured out here. There's the Coalescence. Are going to be exchanged, Jaws, as well as for Wolves.
There's a whole lot of damage onto QOQ, though. He had to back off really fast. Both the Coalescences crossing each other, kind of cancelling each other out, but you can't cancel out that damage coming through from Hisu. They do manage to win a fight eventually. Fusion University, again, not investing a whole bunch here. They did invest not only the Coalescence, but the Supercharger, Runaway, invested both of theirs as well. But Lee Jae-gong, more importantly here with the beat, might be able to save Runaway from Fusion University's Blizzard, which they've got coming up now. Lee Jae-gong's Lucio is rather famed. QoQ does get dragged in as that wall does separate the rest of the team, but he's going to send out the self-destruct regardless. It does pitch itself round the corner, but Snillo survives with the help of the Wraithborn. They end up trading kills as Alarm and Hisu end up going down, and now Nice in a whole heap of trouble as QoQ was able to run him down. Now Snillo just needs to die on this payload here to buy himself some additional ult charge, but has already got a lot of it himself. Does earn himself a Death Blossom in this fight, but Fusion University are halted on the corner again.
Oh, Jaws, Lee Jae-gong's so red by now. I think he actually got walled off while he was using his sandbar. It was a one-man sandbar. It only hit him. Runaway luckily clutching up there, using their ultimates to try and salvage that fight after the single-man sandbar. If they don't have that mitigation now available for Snillo and his Death Blossom, they do have a pick on Alarm.
Nice pick on Alarm. Supercharger helping with that one. Gangnam Jim does get... Wait, Gangnam Jim... Well, I'm 99% sure Bernard was actually escaping and it looked like an accidental boot. Regardless of that, he's not going to be available for this next fight. Plus, he's using the Coalescence as well. Okay, Fusion University with a big pickoff. B's going to get expended as well to stop that Blizzard from doing any feasible damage. And Hisu gets dragged off the edge also. And now Snillo can just march forward and pick himself up a third kill of this fight. A minute and 30 seconds do remain here, Harry. And Runaway are on the defense still. Nice headshot onto Gangnam Jim will stagger him out a little bit more.
Look back to the time bank, Jaws, 1 minute and 20. Runaway have burned 2 minutes. If they can complete this with time left, they won't be in one of those draw situations. They've got a good wall here. They need to get on, though. Mags continue to come and contest.
He's going to contest, and the beat's going to help as well. QoQ gets instantly demech, but use that self-destruct to go for the remech. Shield is going to stop all that damage from going through. And Bernard already finds a kill. Hisu ends up trading as well as Snillo also falls, but Chungshik falling here with the Coalescence in their backs. It looks very disastrous for Fusion University, who only have 55 seconds now remaining, because they do need to get back on this payload. There's going to be a big, well, not big anymore, as Nice ends up going down. No staggers to be had, but still Runaway managing to defend.
It's crunch time, boys. You gotta try and get this done in the next 40 seconds. I keep talking about overtime. That does so much to your mentality when you know that you need to hold. Otherwise, you're going to be going for a guaranteed draw. Hisu wants to try and claim this right here. He has the Death Blossom ready to go. He can come in from behind. Right now, Fusion need to check their corners. Will they be thinking about that when the pressure's on?
They just need to wait for Nice to use that wall. They finally managed to find him out, and Hisu's now in a lot of trouble. He gets walled off, almost instantly killed, but still gets the Death Blossom off. But Snillo is there with the generic left click. No Eaten Blizzards were to be had as the self-destruct gets launched in also, but they still managed to trade well. Mag managed the kill onto Chungshik too. This is so good for Runaway right now. The Coalescence doing little to nothing for Alarm, but help kill off Yaki. Runaway have the perfect spawns as well. Gangnam Jim may have fallen here, but it's going to be able to come back with a Coalescence of his own. OT is now ticking down with QoQ still managing to secure himself a lot of time on this payload.
Yaki's on the Bastion as well, trying to come back, get behind that shield, deliver a lot of damage right here.
Chungshik is dead. Yaki still manages to find value, and a Coalescence and a beat comes through. Gangnam Jin with the hero play coming up big, helping his team not only sustain but doing so much damage and exerting so much pressure in the front line. Fusion University step off the payload for not just a moment. OT ticks down, and the payload is halted just before third.
And this is very dangerous, Jaws, for the Atlantic Showdown, for the contenders North America, 4-time champions. They need to hold it on first, hold it on second, hold it somewhere on third. But if Runaway can win this map, they've knocked out Fusion Uni. They've won a spot for North America in the gauntlet, Jaws. And they may not even get to attend themselves if they lose at this juncture. They need to reverse sweep.
This is such a mental boom for them currently. I mean, you're so close to winning, but the thing is, you don't really expect the Bastion to come out either. You're like, okay, so he's probably going to be on Widow or something silly. No, he comes out on Bastion, and then Bastion is so good in these situations because someone has to pay attention to it. The idea with the Bastion is he sets up behind shield, waits for the rest of his team to kind of help him sustain. You've got Mercy, Baptiste, whatever, right? But no, the Bastion's going to sit on the side, dealing ridiculous amounts of damage, with Fusion University kind of trickling themselves on the point to make sure it's still contested. And then as soon as the Bastion's out and set up, there's nothing to deal with him. Even a Maywall's not very good against that either, because the pillars get destroyed so quickly as they only have 400 HP now. Fusion University, like you said, are on a nice edge. They need to take this map in order to keep themselves in the series and see themselves a spot in the gauntlet, but it is looking so risky.
And Jaws, not only are they looking to try and bring themselves back into this map, they want to bring themselves back into this match. They need a first point hold here, Jaws. They need to return to the mentality of we are Fusion Union, we are winners. Because over the last couple of weeks, it definitely hasn't been that way. Fusion Union just about scraped into a playoffs. They're actually threatened by Meta Athena in terms of qualifying for this. They need to regain their mojo. Oh, that ain't it.
That's a beautiful hook, but an even better defense matrix. Immortality Field's going to get used fairly early though from Fusion University, and now Runaway taking the fight into their own hands as Changshik ends up going down. Hisu once again on the high ground, just dealing so much damage and exerting so much pressure. Look, both supports up on the high ground have to worry about Hisu. How are they going to help the rest of their team? An Oink and Yoink might just be all that they need. A nice little wall there to stop QOQ's hook from going through, but still Runaway sitting themselves up on the point and securing a tick.
Changshik's been overwhelmed so much, he waits for the defense to make sure to time out this time.
Oh, it's so perfect. An easy halt into a hook, nets himself a kill and another one. Fusion University Runaway from the point as Runaway managed to secure it. And now 5 minutes and 20 seconds to push it through this second point. You are up to Fusion University, who have again changed composition, losing a lot of that ult charge that they did manage to gain in this first push. This is really Fusion University with head in hands currently, and I can imagine a lot of their fans and people that have been cheering on for them for so long. Runaway are taking them to the streets now with so many ults coming online soon. Yaki's almost got Blizzard, Mag's almost got that supercharger as well.
They gave away with it. QOQ almost has the whole hold right here as Fusion Union make for engagement, the counter with the Dragon Strike and Trance.
Transcendence is going to make it sure everybody sustains, and you can't run away from that at all. The Halt bringing everybody together. Also, Nice and Changshik end up going down, and Runaway continuing to get this payload moving. Fusion University with the late change-ups may have just netted themselves a loss on this second point as well. Look at the ultimates that Runaway have online. Nice is going to be able to get this Blizzard, Harry, but he's running into a Blizzard from Runaway too. And even Lee Jae-gong, he's going to have this Amp Matrix. It's such a fast charging ultimate, and you can just play back with Hisu firing arrow after arrow into the front line.
Fusion Union at least got a good economy push there. 3 ults out of Runaway, but they still got to deal with the Blizzard. Burnout needs to eat this. He managed to do the clutch last time. Can he do the same again? Hisu's got such a commanding position here on the high ground. The defense matrix has been used.
It's been used already. Alarm's going to use that really early coalescence too. Nice sends out the Blizzard. A counter Dragon's here from Hisu to make sure the damage can't go through. That unbelievable amplification matrix coming through. Lee Jae-gong's going to be able to get it off and just set himself up on the high ground. Hisu's doing so much damage, as well as Gangnam Jin. Lee Jae-gong and Hisu taking this point into their own hand. This is disastrous for Fusion University. They did not see Lee Jae-gong and Hisu doing that much damage. They end up foregoing this. Nice had a really good Blizzard too. This is so bad for Fusion U, but Runaway just steamrolling through this second point.
The next 5 minutes of Fusion University's lives are going to be some of the most stressful they've ever had if they want to make it to the gauntlet doors. They want a spot for NA. They need to try and claim one team. They're going up against the Dragon Strike. They've already used the Transcendence here. Fusion U need to buckle down and make this work. They're so low.
They're so low, the coalescence is going to heal them up though. They're going to be fine for the time being. A big flank onto Hisu on the sidelines, but a perfect immortality build is going to save Hisu from all of that damage. They end up trading here. Actually, Banara ends up going down. Fuse is going to follow as well. Snillo has got the ultimate online, Harry, but can he do all of anything? Runaway now marching on forward to this third point. Snillo and Alarm fall. They have ults to spare, Harry, but Runaway have pure control over this payload.
Lee Jae-gong can set up at the back. He can give a big defensive matrix or offensive matrix for himself and Gangnam Jin. But if you use it aggressively, it's going to be so hard to get through here. And Changshik's already dead.
Changshik's already dead. QOQ is going to take the kill, and Hisu finds the kill onto Nice as well. It's going to be up to Snillo to find something, but Hisu with the one shot takes him out. A 3-0 looking on the cards as Fusion University stagger back onto the point, but it's not good enough. Runaway with the clean 3-0 will see themselves in the semi-finals and go into land.
And it's not just a 3-0, Jaws. It's a dominant 3-0. They capped the end of King's Row with about 3.5 minutes left on the clock. Runaway looking back in the form of Contenders career champions and 4-time Contenders winners in Fusion University. Dominant in NA, dominant in Atlantic Showdown, the dominant force of Western competitive Overwatch in Tier 2. Vanquished so easily in quarterfinals. They barely made it. They barely made it into playoffs. It doesn't look like it's getting any better there.
That fight looks so good for Fusion University. Nice had such a good Blizzard, but time and time again, I don't think we sung his praises enough, especially on the Baptiste, but Lee Jae-gon with so many clutch saves with his shift. Not his shift, sorry, his E, just absolutely ridiculous. The Immortality field just does so much work against things like